What you doing now, Dave?
Well, if you remember in the first two previous videos about Max, we went to a campground and we had oil coming out everywhere on the front hubs. Then we went out on another excursion after that and came back home and the wheels were smoking hot.
We finally got Freightliner's inspection results and we're going to share what they found. We're Dave and Karen from Watts on Wheels. We roll, we camp, and yeah, we play.
We went to a campground and we had oil coming out everywhere on the front hubs.
When we got here, noticed oil all over the tires and down on the ground from the bearings, both sides.
Both sides front?
Both sides front.
So came back home and put new plugs in and all that and thought that was the problem solver. And then we went out on another excursion after that and came back home and the wheels were smoking hot. I mean 180 degrees hot. These wheels were screaming hot. I mean, I went up and put my hand on it and I just about burnt my hand. And so I got my thermal gun and I shot it.
I'm getting 178,
180,
181.5.
Oh man, and you got the oil there and oil down here.
So after that, took it all apart, looked at the brakes and all that, and the brakes were a little heated up. The pads showed a little sign of that. And the calipers looked good. They were functioning correctly, nothing sticking, all that.
Now we are going into Freightliner Trucking Company repair shop and we will see what's going on with the hot wheels. So we are at Freightliner in Jefferson, Georgia, and just came out here and took a look with the service guy, show him what was going on here. Also showed him oil that's coming out here and spraying over here. Let's see what's going on with Max. Bye, Max. Get better.
So I took it in Freightliner and they said it was due to riding the brakes too much. And the brakes were heated up and glazed. When they said that, my thoughts were more bearings and because there wasn't any end play at all in the wheels. So I told them about, or maybe the rear brakes aren't functioning correctly. They said they checked all that out and all that was okie dokie. So bottom line is they replaced the rotors and the pads. When they said the brakes were glazed and heated up, I didn't go along with that because I ride the Jake brake like it owes me money. And I don't try to use the foot brakes at all if I can avoid it. If I do use them, it's just for up on a red light, coasting in about 2 miles an hour and got to stop. Plus, I had a Volvo 780 for 8 years, never had brake problems there. So I think it might have been due to the previous owner. He's riding his brakes too hard or something like that, and it showed up. So.
Yeah, because it had about 12,000 miles on it when we got it, and we've
Yeah.
only put about 2,000 of it,
Yeah,
not
I only
even.
put 2,000 miles on the thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't see that going on. But anyways, they replaced all that stuff, the brake pads and the rotors and the wheel hubs for the oil.
Can we see?
Yeah, that's the rotor. My God, is it heavy.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't bad.
Can we slide it in the light?
There it is. I mean, that isn't bad at all.
How's the other side look?
The other side looks the same.
Huh. Wow, I can't believe.
Those look new.
Jeez. Uh-huh. What's the other stuff they got in there?
They got some bolts. These bolts. So what are those big long bolts for? How many are on this wheel? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why would you need new bolts?
Yeah, well they're saying that some bolts have to be replaced when they put it on there. And there's your Loctite.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were these? Bolts. How many of these do I have? We're going to have to do some exploration here. Those are the two keepers. And there's the pads. I mean, they show heat.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're not even worn at all.
I know. Yeah. There's the other rotor, the other bag of bolts. This rotor looks fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that thing.
Let me see here. There's no cracks or anything on it.
No.
What are the hubs?
That's the hub.
Oh, just that whole thing.
Yeah.
So obviously they got new gaskets on them then.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, there's the wheel seal.
Yeah, but what's the wheel seal? Where does that go?
Looked like it fits on the back of that thing.
Uh-uh.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
That's a big rubber seal.
That looks a little wore out. Maybe, or is it just guck on it?
I don't know what that's from.
Have to look that one up.
It's got something to do with the rotors, I would think. But.
Have you ever dealt with oily hubs or Hot Wheels? Drop your comments below because it might help us and others. The company paid for a little bit under the warranty plan that came with the RV. By the way, Dave is going to tell you what he thinks of extended warranties at the end of this video. If your truck, it was like $180 an hour or something, and if you were an RV, it was $245 or something like that, and they wanted to charge us the RV price.
Yeah.
We're like, no.
No, it's a truck.
Yeah. So
we're going to have to do some exploring into these hubs. I mean, these rotors. I might bring them into somewhere.
second opinion?
Yeah. And say, tell me, are those bad?
Yeah. So their initial assessment said, customer states both front wheels are overheating and leaking oil. Check and advise. Cause and correction says we'll need to replace both side brake pads on the steer axle and we'll also need to replace hubcaps. And found the brakes are glazed over, so started a case with Daimler. So once you arrive at Freightliner and you get all signed in, they will email you a link to a website portal that they have to track the progress of your repair. And you can see across the top here where you are standing on your progress. And they also have a section that includes all your notes, attachments, estimates, inspections, communications, photos, warranty claims, diagnoses, etc. In the notes section, you're able to communicate back and forth and provide approvals or denials and ask questions. And you can see as part of our communication to them, we said this. These findings are the result of an underlying problem. Please determine the root cause for the overheating over 180 degrees on the wheels, and are the rear brakes working properly such that we are not overloading the front brakes, and are the bearings and end play okay? So they wrote back to us after they did their inspections, and they said, Mr. David, we were also questioning whether or not there were any underlying issues going on with this unit. For that reason, we removed the wheels, inspected all brake components, took photos, started a case with Daimler, sent them photos. There are zero indications of any underlying issues going on. glazed brakes are almost always an indication of improper braking techniques, riding the brakes, not allowing the brakes to cool down, or light sand and or debris on the road causing the glazing surface on the brake pads and rotors. So now all is said and done, we have Max back, and we will be taking another trip to a Renegade rally in Georgetown, Kentucky soon, and we will be able to see if we lose oil or if the wheels heat up. Maybe we can pick some brains while we're there to see if others have had this problem. Tell us what happened at the Freightliner repair shop and what they said.
Well, I went in there with the estimate that they gave us versus the final bill. And there was like a $500 spread between the two. But I didn't see on that spread were there any more parts added or anything like that. And what it turned out to be is shop supplies, and they automatically just put a percentage on it for shop supplies. Okay, they already got 1% on it for shop supplies, and then they add shop supplies to it. Like for they had Loctite, $20. How much Loctite can you use? I know a tube of Loctite costs about $9. So.
And do the parts require Loctite?
For the life of me, on a caliper, I have no idea where you use Loctite.
Is that where they said they use it, was the calipers?
Yeah. They charged me 6 cans of brake cleaner. And so as I talked to the shop foreman, I said, show me where you could use 6 cans of brake cleaner on 2 sets of brand new brakes. Well, he goes, oh, I guess that's a little extraordinary. You know, excessive. Yeah, do you think? So he said, I told him, well, I'll go 2 cans, just because I feel generous. And he agreed. Oh yeah, I guess 2 cans are all right.
Well, fortunately, you had an extended warranty that came with Max.
With Max, they picked up some of it.
So,
but
I know you don't want to tell anybody what the overall cost was. People could make that in their own imagination.
Right.
But it does pay to have a warranty.
It does. But I tell you, with the warranty, it's a fight, because the warranty companies don't want to give up any money. So you got to fight them right tooth and nail. You know, to tell them, you know, well, that part's covered. Well, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. Tell me why it isn't covered. You know, and they try. They finally had to pony up some cash.
So, what experience have you or people you know have had with warranty companies?
My past experience, I would say, don't waste your money on extended warranties.
Really?
Yeah. Save your money, and if anything, bank it. Put it into what they call a repair fund.
Because you're going to have them.
Because you're going to have them. But, like, I was talking to the gal that worked there at the Freightliner dealer, and they had one come in with a broken cam. And it was determined that what happened is a bolt broke and let the camshaft loose or something like that. And that was the cause of the camshaft breaking. Well, the extended warranty company said, well, we can't cover the camshaft because it broke because of the bolt broke, and we don't cover bolts. So, and then like I actually asked the extended warranty company if I had a main bearing go out, and say they broke a bolt getting down to the main bearing, would that broken bolt be covered? The labor to extract it and what have you. And they said no, because we don't cover that. We cover the main bearing. And I said, well, they broke the bolt getting to the main bearing. We wouldn't have to mess with the bolt if the main bearing didn't go bad. And they said they don't cover that. So, save your money.
After all this, the mystery may have been solved. It could be from the previous owner riding the brakes too much. There's no way to know for sure right now. We'll see what happens on our next trip to Kentucky, and if we learn anything else, we'll let you know. If you've dealt with overheating wheels or leaking hubs, please drop a comment below. Your experience might help us and others. All this was pretty much a headache.
Yeah.
I think we both deserve drinks for that.
More than one.
How many beers?
Oh, we're beyond beers on that one. We just moved right into hard liquor.
I'm with you on that. We'll say cheers together.
Cheers. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for rolling with Wax on Wheels. Want to help our channel grow? Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell, or we'll come Jeep chasing ya. Hey, and leave us a comment. Even a quick hello makes our day. So roll, camp, play, and maybe fix something, and have a beer.